most important thing that you need to judge a person by as far as seduction is how vulnerable they are. And I don't mean that in a negative sense of how you can torture them and make them do whatever you want. I mean in the sense of, are they open to other people? You know, the art of seduction is like a language, right? You're learning a language that I'm trying to teach you in that book. And the language is not with words. The language is with gestures, with actions, with behavior, with nonverbal cues, etc. You're learning this kind of language of love, if you want to use a stupid cliche. And so people give off signs that they're going to be the worst kind of partner to be with, that they're not even if you do seduce them, you're in for a world of hurt. It's going to be a life of misery, or it's not going to be a fruitful relationship. One thing you have to be aware of is what I call the drama queen or the drama king, because that's not what I call, it's what we all call, but there are men as well like that. And I have a chapter in the 48 Laws of Power on infection. People who are overly dramatic. They appear very exciting to you. Wow, this woman is kind of crazy. She's got all these weird ideas. She dresses all this way. Oh, this guy, he's all over the place. Very exciting, very interesting. A relationship with them will be lots of fun. No, they're a raging narcissist who loves stirring up all kinds of needless drama around them. And once you get involved in a relationship, if you do seduce them, they're going to be constantly churning. They're going to get your emotions entangled with them like little hooks inside of you. You're going to be bleeding from them. And then they're going to like pull away, and then you're going to think like, oh, it's okay. And the hooks get inside of you again and again. And years go by and you can't get away from them. And you just get sucked into their dynamic. So people who appear to be so dramatic and exciting can often be a nightmare. They're not always, so you have to kind of read the signs and look at their history and the patterns of breakups and how they've always had like short-lived relationships. The other thing you want to look for is generosity. So if someone, this has traditionally been what women would criticize of men, but you know, we're in a new world now. But if a man or a woman can't pay for themselves, don't want to spend money on you, won't go an extra mile and put a little more, spend for a dinner or something that shows somebody who's kind of closed inside. How people are with money reveals who they are with character. You want a generous spirit and a generous soul, someone who's kind of open, etc. People who are very preachy and moralizing, who are always sort of saying, what's wrong with the world? What's wrong with you? You need to change this. Wow, are they awful? They're the worst kind of person you want to be with. I call them the moralizer. And in The Art of Seduction, I very highly recommend you read the chapter on what I call the anti-seducer, the person who won't seduce you. In fact, they will end up repulsing you. They have the opposite power. And that's one of the characteristics: lack of generosity, moralizing, etc. Those are some of the qualities. The most important thing that you need to judge a person by as far as seduction is how vulnerable they are. And I don't mean that in a negative sense of how you can torture them and make them do whatever you want. I mean in the sense of, are they open to other people? Do they have a degree of empathy? Are they able to kind of feel what other people feel? Do they have a sort of sensitivity to them? Or are they so insecure? A lot of men would come to me with this problem after I wrote the book, which is, I'm always thinking about what I should say, what I should do in this situation. I'm in a bar, I'm meeting her for the first time. People don't meet in bars anymore, I guess. But I'm thinking, what should I say in this situation? And you've got to flip the script. You've got to stop thinking of yourself, about your insecurities, about what you must do, about what you must say, about your behavior, about how you look, and you must focus on the other person, on what they want, what they need, and what their world is like, and what their spirit is like. I call it Enter Their Spirit, which is one of the chapters in The Art of Seduction. So people who are kind of so insecure that they are constantly talking about themselves and nervousness, they're constantly about their life, and they can't really direct attention. You don't feel that they're open to you. It's all like closed there. That's a very bad sign. You want to sense that you can affect them emotionally and that they can affect you.